I was in a bad spot. Everything seemed downhill. I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna recover. And all those negative thoughts just circle in your head once you wake up, when you sleep. I wasn't even hopeful anymore because I was hopeful 6 months and I was still in the same spot, even worse. Everything was about my injury, about golf, about recovering. It was just like draining. I'm Rodrigo Barahona Salinas. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico, and I'm a student athlete here at IMG Academy. It started hurting in December of 2020, and it was basically just big pain on my hand, on my fingers. And we discovered later it was a bone that was growing too much. Unfortunately, it wasn't something I did wrong. So I ended up getting surgery over here in the sign. So they just like shaved the extra bone that was in there. And I mean, it was a small procedure, but still the recovery, since it's my hand, it's a very delicate part of the body. So it takes a long time to recover. I was fortunate enough to meet Michael Urban, the mental coach here.
So Rodrigo and I spend a lot of time talking about how adversity is like gravity. It's always present, and there's always gonna be something that's gonna bring you back down. Doesn't matter if you're the fastest guy, you can jump the highest. No matter what, there's gonna be something to bring you back down. That helps us evolve and grow and get better. So I told him this, if I gave you a raw egg right now and you threw it down at the ground, what would happen? So I coach it would splatter. I said, okay, well, what about if I gave you a bouncy ball? What would happen? He said, oh, it'll bounce back up. And I said, what about if you threw it down even harder? And he said, that's the higher that you would bounce back up. I said, okay, let's be the bouncy ball. So we really got to work and train our mindset and how we could become that bouncy ball. No matter how hard we get thrown down, we'll go up even higher.
Each hit has an equal and opposite reaction. It was like a huge hit, but in my mindset, I'm like, this is gonna make me so strong that once I recover this, like no one will stop me. That's my mindset when I went through this 3 or 4 months until I had a big tournament in November. You know, I couldn't hit balls. I was just recovering from surgery, and I did everything I could around it in the mindset of, you know, I'm gonna become unstoppable. I'm gonna try to, like, you know, dominate in whatever I can, even if it's not hitting balls. When I went out and played the tournament, I played amazing, even though I haven't practiced that much. So it was awesome. It was a huge experience, and it's like your mind is so powerful. You can do so much stuff you couldn't even imagine. So if I could use a word to describe the process, I think it would be hope, because it's something I always looked forward to, and it helped me stay in a good mood of, you know, like eventually I'm gonna get better. That made me keep being myself, even though things weren't going great. If I were to say something to my past self, I'd say be patient with the process, because it's hard. You think you're gonna get better, but you're not. So be patient, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get better.